All right, we're back with the weekly Rogues Gallery Reset. First show of the new year. We took the week off last week, so we're just getting back to it. And we're really going to do our best to talk about pop culture and movies and comic books and stuff, but we'll see how that goes considering the current events that we're dealing with at the moment. But it's real exciting to be back. We might have a few more panelists dropping in as the night moves forward, but we're joined tonight, special guest, first time on the show, Zackary Art, Zach, otherwise known as, now am I pronouncing this right? I always wanted to call you Zach Morris.
Me too.
I'm sure I'm not the only one.
It's Marois. You were close.
Marois. Mm-hmm. Right, but Zach Morris, dude.
Right.
I mean, come on.
It's pretty good stuff. What's up, y'all?
How's it going, dude? Tell everybody a little bit about yourself. We met at the meetup, and we've been on several streams together. Vaughn streams, Sammy's streams. So what's going on, man? What you got cooking?
So anybody who's watching the show, I used to stream quite often at the beginning of last year, and then every single day for the most part the year prior. I had to take a step back because I was trying to reconstruct a book that I am now officially publicly announced a couple days ago, and I am now trying to get back onto streaming, trying to get that all together, trying to get all my pieces in place so that way I can just knock them down. And I'm just kind of excited about what's coming around the other side of the door with what I'm trying to give you all. I got a really good book going. I'm super excited, but yeah, I'm an artist.
Tell us a little bit about what the current project is. Let's hear it.
So I'm working on a horror sci-fi adventure story. You're focusing on an alien. His name is Sondron. He's pretty much on a quest to pretty much prevent the sins of his species from repeating themselves by stopping a cataclysmic event that would wipe out the whole universe. And that event, is a maleficent. How do you pronounce it? My tongue twister is a maleficent, malevolent god.
Malevolent.
Malevolent.
Yeah.
Maleficent is the kind of hot Disney villain.
Oh, Zach, what incredible individual is writing this story?
So I got Vaughn. I have Vaughn writing it. I got Kayla Adrian, who's editing it. I have Joe Sontag, who's going to be promoting this through Superior Press. It's going to be printed under his label to pretty much get it out there. And the colorist and the letterist to be determined. I'm still looking around.
Okay, and you're going to be primarily art then, as well.
Yeah. So he created the story,
as well as co-creating the story.
No, he created it. I gotta get I'm for hire. Like he thought up the world that we'd have hours of discussion where he'd be like pages and pages, like he'd have entire backstories. And so it's his story. I just basically. I'm a vessel of like, okay, here's all the crazy cosmic stuff. How do I make it like paced properly? But it is his story, was fun too.
I spent a long time.
Yeah. This is one of my prized possessions right here. A piece of artwork that I picked up at the F&T Las Vegas meetup just last year.
That's really nice.
Look at that.
Pages and pages of shit that looks just like that. I saw it too. It was amazing.
I have some.
I'm getting a frame. I just have to figure out reworking my wall space because I want it directly above my arcade game.
Yeah, it's dope.
But I'm gonna I'm looking for one of those. They're about $100-ish bucks. The kind of frame that actually lights it up around the side, so it's illuminated. Yeah.
Dude, I with Zach, I have a bunch of his original artwork. It's packed because I'm going to the con tomorrow, but it's always great. Like there's something about like feeling the grooves of original art. You just can't. Like he did a cover for issue 3. He's done a lot, and again, I'm excited for this. So the reason I went on a crazy Lovecraft kick this year Zach was like, the story's like Lovecrafty, whatever. I want you to. And I just said, Zach, give me a list. And Kayla was also a fan. And I read everything they told me to read. And then I kept going and I became obsessed to the point where now I'm like, oh, hey, Zach, you got to catch up, man. And I'm sending him like his sister.
Yeah.
Dude, man, I love putting on a YouTube an entire work of Lovecraft to go to sleep to.
Really?
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that won't
I'm
cost
sure
me.
that gives you great dreams.
Well, no,
Dude, actually, yes.
To get to the point.
The tentacles, we know.
Well, no, here's another thing too. Like, as people talk about his cosmic stuff, most of his stuff was about dreams. Like the majority of his work,
psychedelic and psychological horror.
It's amazing. I will give him credit because people are like, "Oh my god, he had crazy views, dude." The fact that he didn't become a serial killer with the past he had. Both of his parents, both of them, were put in mental institutions. Every night he'd have like the night gaunts where that grab you in the night and shake you was based on real life. Like if he'd see creatures in the shadows. And they
it's like we're mentally ill,
and
literally, yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's shocking.
Yeah, not at all. And the fact that people want to dwell on, like, oh my god, he held offensive views. He was a angry, mentally ill white guy in the Victorian era. Of course, he did. Yeah. Jesus fucking Christ.
However, if we were to translate him here to the modern day, we just call him based.
No, I don't know.
Or a groiper.
I'm wrong.
I don't think either. But he was.
Hey, you know the thing that should not be.
They took a lot of those comments and like that would have been pretty tame for that era. And that's the only thing they dwell on. He said a lot of other stuff and his opinions changed over the years. But before he died, he was a completely different person than when he actually made those comments. Maybe not 100%, but he progressed a little bit. Give him some credit.
I know this is like, you probably know this, but the thing that should not be was based on Lovecraft stuff.
I don't know.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. I read a lot of this stuff. That's some twisted, messed up stuff, man.
So the Call of Cthulhu is, of course, 100%, even though it's a completely instrumental piece and probably one of the best instrumental pieces, whether you like Metallica or not. That thing is a fucking masterpiece.
That's great. And
I think
a lot of heavy metal artists base a lot of their work on Lovecraft.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things that when I dove into his work is I was like reading it. And it's so cool because I'm like, oh my, wait, that's it. And I just like, I was going back through stuff that inspired me. And now I see it everywhere. Like, like obviously The Thing, like John Carpenter's, the cat can be prominent. Well, the thing about the cat that surprised me, I thought that was something people dredged up that wasn't. I didn't realize the cat is one of the main characters in one of his most beloved stories, The Rats and the Walls, which is probably my top three. Honestly.
You know, one of the monsters in Quake was Shug Niggurath.
Yes. Wait, Quake?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Big tentacle messed up
game. Probably well before your time.
Yeah, man. There's also there's a total X-Men conversion for Quake. That was officially licensed by Marvel, but they put it out too fast. It needs some tweaking, but it's still the art is insane.
Back to Zach, what's your time frame looking like for this project? Has it already gone live, or are you guys still working that? Okay, you're in the early stages. That's exciting.
So pretty much all the hardest parts is now over. It's over and done with. Now it's just me. I'm still in the middle of drawing it. This should be the sign-up page should be out there by the summertime, because I got a big surgery coming up in April. I need some time to heal from that. Then right afterwards, I can go ahead and launch it. I'm pretty much also going off of Joe Sontag's schedule because he's got Reaper Destroyer 2 that he's pretty much doing, and he's got other big stuff planned. So me coming out officially with that is one of those big things that we were planning on.
Right. And I can understand the surgery being an issue, man. Are you going for length, girth, or both?
I am going for all of it.
There you go.
Hey, man,
I'll have a little bit of everything you're offering.
Is it jaw? Is it jaw?
Gonna be wheeling that shit around on a wheelbarrow, aren't you?
As you said,
you want to know the proper? No. The proper answer. To that
it's a jaw. I thought he said Johnson. Never mind.
No. I neither need girth nor length. I'm actually going for a slight reduction.
A reduction. That's the right answer.
You'll be fine, dude.
5 minutes behind.
Speaking as someone who's probably set the world record for surgeries over the past couple, you'll be fine, man. They give you some.
You're more machine than man. We know that, Diesel. He was a man once.
I'm more arthritis. It's like metal and arthritis. It doesn't make you a cyborg.
Well, since we're still doing intros, Diesel filling in for co-host Theo Snodgrass, who is still away on Christmas vacation, building snowmans and making gingerbread houses with his mommy and daddy. Hope you come back soon, buddy. Diesel, how's it been going, bud? It's great having you back.
Yeah, man.
A couple weeks in a row.
Yeah, it's awesome. Oh, things are good, man. Things are looking up my way, man. Things are good.
That's what we want to hear.
Got a new job, everything about to be straight, man.
Hell yeah, dude.
That's awesome. Congrats.
Thank you. Appreciate that, man. It's finally this is gonna be. I've been doing this since 1999, man. So it's like nothing has ever come more naturally than troubleshooting Windows PCs and stuff like that. It calms me. A lot of people, it irritates them, but it's like it calms me. I can just sit there and fiddle around with stuff for hours and hours. Like after I graduated college, I should have done MIS, but after I graduated, I just sat around that summer at my dad's office and was like going through the system folders in Windows ME and looking at all the stuff and how that worked and pulling apart Quake 3 files, finding out how the models were compressed and everything. I was like, I just sat there for months doing that, man.
Was it the summer of '69?
We were over at the 5 and dime.
Also,
once 25 years ago.
I know the song is a meme, but can we all admit what a banger it is? It's Brian. Yeah, that's a great song.
And you know what? Coming off the set of the newest Kevin Smith movie, Strider. How's it going, buddy?
I'm doing good. So actually, this is how I spent New Year's 2 years ago. Actually, went to one of my best friend's house. He lived near Iowa, so we went to a Musketeers game. So he sent me a not cheap jersey, and
that looks legit.
Yeah, it's legit. And I like a dope just sent him a book. So
no,
like, oh man, that's
dude.
Unique world
okay,
there. Like,
I've been there. Like, so I've done this Secret Santa thing with my family. You could have.
Yeah, not a bad idea.
I've done the Secret Santa thing with my family, and I've had that happen once where I just last minute bought something kind of lame for who I got, and then I got something incredible and heartfelt. So now I go like $30 limit. Fuck that! I'm going all out because I'm not experiencing that ever fucking again.
Yeah,
I'm the asshole that makes everyone else feel bad.
I love that feeling. But yeah, just hanging out. Just finished the Stranger Things finale. Vaughn, I get it. I do like it, even though the rest of the season with ass cancer. But I do like it.
I think that
out of my green dragon.
Now, not all of us has seen it, so we're gonna kind of steer away.
I haven't seen the second. I saw the first. Although I don't plan on watching.
I haven't seen any of
it.
I'm gonna actually proved it. So there's a record.
I saw the first.
The final episode. I really enjoyed it. However, the season leading up to it, it was like all the good payoffs with none of the setup needed to justify it.
Here's the question. So Strider, when did you watch it?
Like 2 hours ago.
Okay, so here's what I want, because this is what I started like 2 hours after watching it. I want you to start asking basic questions about the plot and your opinions.
Oh no! Let me be
here's the thing.
It's
a very
emotionally satisfying. It was emotionally satisfying.
Right.
Plot wise, it's garbage. Like the writing is absolutely
have you factored in
terrible.
What do you know about trauma bonding?
Oh, just by the way, I heard
that one dude came out as gay, man. That was a complete
surprise. Here's the funniest part.
What?
Fair enough. Thank you. So here's
he was gay in season 3. 2 seasons ago, but he came out again.
That's why I was my sarcasm.
I thought we already knew. I thought we already knew he was gay. I think that even being a plot point is ridiculous.
It was.
I mean,
it's also funny. They made him gay during the 80s. Now, who remembers what happened to a lot of gay people in the 80s and 90s?
I don't.
Anybody remember?
The
Duffer Brothers doomed him to the AIDS crisis. Like, nobody thought about that. Idiots. People just act like that didn't happen.
they current date the 80s. I mean, we didn't have to see him get the shit beat out of him, but it could have been a more honest response. I did see that scene a little, like in segments.
Hey man,
it's not even that
though, or legit, man. We went through a whole bunch of pictures, man, and like I got my brothers and my sister. They were going through all these tons of pictures that my mom had here, and like I got them to give me a bunch of pictures that I'm in there. So there's a ton of pictures of me when I was little. I had, as an infant, I have to show you, man. I had a messed up head. I had a light bulb head. It was all.
Did you go to a Sonamali daycare?
Oh man, it looked like I had elephantiasis or something. But I was looking at the clothes and stuff my mom was wearing. Like, it's legit, man. They got the clothes.
They've done a
man. They did a good job.
They've done a good job on the clothes, the furniture, the aesthetic. It's what I saw in the later seasons. They kind of fucked up with the dialogue. Because the 80s isn't that far removed from current day. By the way, Battsauce is here too. Hi, Battsauce. This is your introduction. Now go ahead and say what you're going to say.
Well, I was going to say, it's like you don't even need realistic reactions. The writers have to do their job and write. There isn't a single time that anyone's put down for being a homo at all in all the seasons. So there's no reason for us.
One single time.
No, it was like queer, used as in weird.
No. There was one time where the dad, but it wasn't even for being gay. It was the dad chokes Billy up against the wall and calls him a faggot.
Yeah,
that's the only time.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, the dad was a piece of shit.
But everyone in the show hated that character, so you can't even say it was normal.
Right now, I want to argue that turning Will's character gay is kind of a discredit because a lot of just kids that were just kind of weird, just not your typical little boys and everything. The more the sensitive kids, the ones that would become artists and shit, they were constantly berated either by parents or bullies, called faggot and all that. We're 19 minutes in. I'm sure it's fine. I think it would have been better. It would have been more real, to show him grow up to be just a straight kid with kind of a little bit of a wuss.
Well, I don't even think that's
like you play D&D or something.
For a split second, I thought him and the Robin chick might have something going on, man. I thought
the Robin chick, she came out immediately when
but she
what's his face?
Way more natural. That's what I'm like. Yeah, I can see it because I was like, this girl's too cool. I'm like, when she's a lesbian, I'm like, that sounds right. That sounds about right. When a girl's too cool, you're like, yeah, and girls back then had an easier time being out and open than guys did. Did they still have fucking problems? Of course, but there was a lot easier for them than it was for the guys.
I tried watching Stranger Things for like a couple episodes. I was like, it's not for me. I don't like it at all.
First season was badass.
Were you going with the first season?
Yeah, like the first season. Okay. Like a couple of episodes, and I was like, I don't like that.
Logan was badass. It was like Tron and Terminator and all that feel, man, for it. Like my buddy told me about it right when it came out, so I started watching. I was like, this is dope, man.
I think it had,
it's hard to watch.
It was a show that, like, I'll tell you what it is, man. That show was like that gunship song, Tech Noir. That show, that's what the show is like, man. That's what the intro is like.
This is one thing that I will Stranger Things, well, I do like it. I like it a lot. It is just fucking nostalgia bait on steroids.
Yeah.
So, and Tiny, if you have no connection to the 80s whatsoever, it's probably not going to grab you.
See, because it is
up in the 80s, but that's the thing. I was born in 93, but I love like 80s. I love the 70s. I love the 60s, 50s, and all. I love it. But
93.
And maybe because like I don't know. Maybe I like action. Maybe I like things.
It's just not the right.
I like crazy stuff like that. And then for me, it was, I don't know, like it was just too.
Not the right genre.
I honestly, I agree with her because I was at the Cooper school at that time. There was a kid for me. It was the same thing, but it was done in a different way. Where there was a kid that I just did not like at all whatsoever, and he would just bring it up. He would wear things that was about the show. He would talk about the show. It was this and that to the point I got so tired. I was like, all right, fuck Stranger Things. I haven't seen it, but I don't give a shit about it. Like, I don't. So he ruined it for me before I could even watch it.
I watched it and like, see, all of that. I grew up with all of that, and the intro sounds like it's like retro synth type stuff.
Yes, it sounds like a show you would have watched in the 80s. The opening with the words.
It feels like Tron and Terminator mixed together at the beginning, man, with the stuff coming in all.
Yeah, Diesel, do you remember the show? I think it was called Amazing Stories. It had an intro very similar to that.
And it was a fantastic show, dude. It had, I was talking about that the other day with my half brother was like back in the 80s. Steven Spielberg did a show called Amazing. It was a different story every week. And I was telling him the one about the guy that was in the bubble, trapped in the bubble canopy in the super fortress, and they were trying to land in the he was stuck in there, and that's that glass bubble in the bottom of the World War II bomber, man. And they couldn't get him out, and the landing gear was jammed, and he drew a picture of this cartoon landing gear, and cartoon landing gear came out of the.
I remember that one. I remember that one 100%.
Yeah.
All right, we'll pick up on the Stranger Things discussion. We'll open with that, and then we'll go into some other stuff. But Drunken and Rolero, what's going on, buddy?
Depends on who you ask.
Gotcha.
Now, currently going through, we've discussed it, and if anyone's seen my opinion of Microsoft right now, so I've been searching through and looking at 3 different Linux distros that I'm gonna use and throw onto the Linux system that I'm building. So,
and that's an interesting topic. We might actually, if we have time, to kind of talk about the Windows stuff going on that I'm just now finding out about. We might get into that. But first, Vaughn Coleman.
Yeah. So, I mean, I've been doing well. I got a convention coming up tomorrow. I've been working on some job stuff, a bunch of. It's like I was hitting the ground running, but I was taking a bit of a breather. But I'm doing well. I'm working on Zach's book. You're going to see more of me and more from me than ever. 2026 it's going to be a big year, and I'm very excited and optimistic.
You got a lot of projects, dude. Let's see. So
Maybe
you're finishing.
Too many.
You got Phenomenova. You're working with Zach. Then you're also working with Theo on I Can Fix Her.
Yeah, I've got some other stuff I'm working on too. Reapers in Pursuit, that should be coming out, that anthology book.
Nice.
Possibly some Phenomenova, like, I don't want to say spin-offs, but like one-offs in the universe I'm working on. A lot.
I love that. Have you now? This might be a controversial take, and I'm just thinking about it on the top of my head. We'll get back to you, Battsauce. Are you thinking about letting some other? What would you do? Would you do the Ripa thing and let some other writers handle any of your characters, or are they way too close to the chest for you?
Honestly, I've thought about it, and I would find the way. No, I don't think so. I think so. I have a few, and no, there are definitely new ones I want to write. There's a certain other writer that there are other writers I'd want to do it, but I'd have like guidelines. But the more I thought about,
you got to set some ground rules.
The more I've thought about my universe, no, I'm more open to other things as long as like. The center point, Phenomenova, is what I built this world around. Even the Crusader Corps was always meant to be the backdrop. Now I am going to do a series with them eventually. But I was thinking about a lot of what I've done this year is brainstorming, coming up with characters, and okay, where are the Crusader Corps at now? Blah, blah, blah. And no, I would absolutely love to bring in some new writers. There's just this thing called money.
Yeah.
But otherwise, absolutely, man. I would 100%. I have ideas where I'm like, hey, here's a little for example, I'll be like, these characters are on an away mission. Okay, someone want to write a story. What is the away mission? I don't know. Here's your parameters. Go nuts. I would love stuff like that.
I would too, because that's a great world, and I'd love to see it fucking expand. I think it has.
I have a
whole lot of
list
potential
of writers. One of my ideas, and I'll just throw this, is I would love to do like even little story. Like you remember there was like those classic X-Men stories that were 10 pages in the back of reprints. Stuff like that I might even start with, where it's like, hey, here's your chance to say your piece on this character. If people like it enough, you could say your piece again and again and again. That's kind of what I'm thinking. There are characters in my universe that I would love to see someone else do a spin on. Well, I'll be like, here's what the character is. Even I've talked to some other writers that I want to do stuff, and one character came up with something that was better than what I had in mind, but didn't betray the core of the character and actually added to it. So already I've been talking with a few writers. And then there's this total hack that pitched an idea for my universe. Hi, Battsauce. How you doing, man?
Well, look at Battsauce the floor.
The esteemed Admiral Austria, okay? The best character that's ever been thought of. So don't even come at me.
Now, here's the thing. We already are having a dispute. This is all literally, this happened months ago, and we're already having differing memories.
It's already been settled.
Character was constructed. No, Admiral Austria was,
you can't even say his name. Jesus Christ.
I said it the first time, and that's what matters. The Admiral Austria was my idea, and you are trying to steal credit for my idea.
Hey Vaughn, I need to talk to you later because I do have a story I'd like to pitch as a storyline. It's about a girl, and she's the key to everything.
That's brand new.
Can she cock a gun by pulling on the handle?
I love how this like 90-pound soaking wet girl is suddenly the one carrying around like 130 pounds of weapons and ammo. Fuck off.
I saved Toasty for last because we're actually there's a lot going on in her hometown, and we're going to kind of get into that. But before we do, I'm just going to say hi to the chat real quick. Runaway Vagabond Panels, you didn't have to do that, buddy, but I do appreciate it. For $5, like and subscribe. Get Iron to 1,000 subs. Hashtag Iron Seed. If you know, you know. Thank you so much for that. Let's see who else we got here. We got Till Death Podcast over on the Rumble side. Sup, y'all? What is up, buddy? Let's see who we got up at the top. We got Sergeant Garantina. Hello, Iron Oxide. Hello, yourself. Who will be a guest on the show this year? We're working that out right now as we speak. Who else we got here? We got Ronald Skidburn. I hope I'm saying that. 4869. Hail. What is up? We've got the Master of Trivia, Emily, in the house. What is up, Emily? Who else do we got? We got Jason Clinton. What up, motherfucker? We've got Sketchy fucking Jesus. What up, dude? We're actually going to be doing some collaborating in the new year, so I'm really excited about that. So great to hear. Go check out the music over there. Go check out the shows. Good fucking dude. Who else we got? I think we are, and we got Till Death Podcast. There. I got him first. I kind of went. I mixed it up on you. Mixed it up on you. And I'm sure we'll get more as the night progresses. All right. So, final intro of the night. Toasty, how's it going? And tell us all where you're currently residing.
I'm in New York City.
Oh no!
This stuff's made in New York City.
Oh, fuck my life.
Oh boy.
I'm just trying to survive, you guys.
Yeah, my condolences.
Oh. So
I gotta deal with cards on a daily basis. Just all day, every day, just dealing with these fucking idiots.
Go to North Carolina or South Carolina. Cost of living is way cheaper, man.
You know what? I have a list.
You're not enjoying the warmth, the warmth, green glow of collectivism.
I might take that as a no.
Save me!
That's just the blood from some homeless fuck stabbing a lady just splashing on. That's the warmth of collectivism.
This is actually really hard because New York has always kind of been one of those cities, if you think of America in general, you always think New York. I mean, it's one of the first ones that comes to mind. There's maybe just a few. There's like New York, then there's Dallas. Just where do the majority of the films and anything take place? It's going to be like New York, Chicago, Los Angeles, Dallas, Texas.
Yeah. Right. And for me, I've never liked New York. First of all, it's too loud. There's too much things going on. I have like severe ADHD. It's like so bad, and it makes it worse. And I have
high stabbing rate.
Did I freeze?
Yep.
Did I freeze?
I
have 2 little ones with autism as well. I have a lot of things going on, and I've never liked New York City. But I really don't like it now. And so I'm trying to move out, but I have like a list of places that I'm interested in based on where my family is at, or like what's around there, and just different factors and stuff. And so I'm taking any giving me like any suggestions of where to move or what's nice. And
South Carolina, North Carolina is great. Georgia is fantastic too, man.
Georgia.
Yeah. And
I have
listen, there's something to what Southern hospitality also. People are polite down here. They'll say hello. Hold the door.
I can't imagine why you'd want to leave a place that just a few days ago they swore in their the first Muslim mayor swearing in onto the Quran, who is also an open communist.
Insane, man. Imagine saying
while we also have protesters for the freedom of Venezuela. Let's take a look at this. How many people in this crowd do you think are from Venezuela or have family that live in Venezuela?
Because Venezuelans the world over are celebrating this fucker out of office.
Yes, I have to ask this.
It's only idiot white people who are like, "Oh no, the socialists." God, socialists aren't people. There is nothing violent you can't do to them. It's not justified.
Okay, Strider.
Hold on. Battsauce.
I was gonna say this is because of some of the movement. This is an AI, right?
No, it's not.
No, this is actual. Wait, they've taken over Times Square.
It's just one of those things you have to ask.
That's why I can't believe it.
I genuinely thought that was AI.
No, this is 100% real. I have more videos that I can share, but yes, communist protesters have taken over Times Square.
No.
Now hold on. There's a lot more to it. Let me find another video here.
Sketchy Jesus. Can anyone else smell that video? Very much so.
Yes.
Oh, that's what I was thinking too, man. I was just like, man, I bet it smells like pee and body odor.
That's before the
like the ball drop.
I'm trying to find it, but right now, a independent journalist did go down and start talking to them. They are paid agitators. They're not. A lot of them aren't even from New York. It's through a program called the People's Free CP. So the People's Free Communist Party.
This is something to do with Somali
CP
daycares
stands for
too.
something completely different in normal circles.
Paid people here at the courthouse in my town. There were like 7 to 10 people. They weren't from around here. They got paid, man. It's like, it's hilarious. They're out there standing up there. They had like it was a couple weeks ago, and they had like no king signs and stuff. I wanted to like, I don't know.
How much
this is one of the booths they have set up at the protests on Times Square in New York City. Are you a communist? Then get organized. And here's what we got going on.
The U.S. invasion of Panama in 1989. In his press conference detailing the operation,
We've allowed these people to fester for far too long.
the Venezuelan government.
Look at the nails.
Yep.
Oh my god. It's literally demonic. These people They're literal demons. Collectivism is
So-
I know for sure these people aren't even like, they weren't born here, they weren't raised here, they moved over here.
Yes.
I know a lot of these people are actually from like small little like towns and stuff, and they want to like explore like and become famous and become actors and artists and stuff. So they moved over here and it's completely just fucked up New York City.
Yes.
I mean, I've never liked New York
And-
City, more so now.
The fact that only 25-ish years after the World Trade Center, and now you have a mayor that day one, him and the governor, Kathy Hochul, who wears a hijab most times when she goes on TV, light up the whole city in green for Muslim Awareness Month or whatever the fuck they want to call it, or appreciation. Just some bullshit.
Demon criminal.
Read the room. It's not like we've just come off of a week or so of seeing like Somali Muslims ripping off Minnesota taxpayers or the American taxpayer over in general.
They're just gonna put it in your face.
Killing National Guardsmen. This is like Tucker Carlson, who I used to really like and admire, tried saying that there hasn't been no American has actually been harmed by Islam in at least 24 years. Get the where have the fuck have you been? When did that?
Are you smoking,
Does
man?
anybody remember ISIS beheading American journalists during Obama's reign? Nobody but me, because
Let's
I
see.
remember longer than 5 minutes fucking ago.
Dude, that
The
guy's
Pulse-
getting Saudi money
Pulse
so hard.
nightclub.
Car money
Yeah.
right through the nose.
Yeah, he's a complete fucking shill, and I have zero respect for him anymore.
But you know what? Which is so funny. It just showed you that if you take money from terrorists, you're going to be proven wrong in the next hour, because
Now,
read the room, bro.
and they're holding up signs that say "Stop bombing." They're acting like we're carpet bombing the civilians in Venezuela when
We already did
right
stop.
now, reported there have been no civilian or American casualties.
Yep.
That's actually a perfect operation. Now they're bitching that there was no congressional approval. Well, if we had congressional
would have
approval,
leaked it because you got a bunch of people in there that are
Yes.
corrupt and they are in touch with that government.
they
They're
would
the
have
ones-
figured out a way to make it last for at least a few months with as many casualties and to grease the fucking wheels as much as possible to make as much money out of this.
Yeah.
They
You
don't
know,
like
now-
seeing an actual military operation conducted the way it should, quickly, efficiently, and without
Let me tell you
any
something else.
collateral damage.
Now,
A
that
lot of
being
these
said, I
demon
do-
rats, man, they're
who's
not thrilled with this because Venezuela was a major player in stealing the 2020 election.
Now here's the
Yeah,
thing.
okay, now I want to
Yeah,
point
it's
this
a
out.
staging ground for
I do-
Antifa.
One at a time.
Sorry.
One at a time.
I want to point this. I want
Let's
to point
let
this
him
out
out.
real quick that you had the sign of the sickle and hammer. Okay.
Yeah.
When are we again? The Communist Control Act of 1954. The Communist Control Act. It's law signed by President Dwight Eisenhower on August 24th, 1954, that outlawed the Communist Party of the U.S. and criminalized membership in or support of the party or communist action organizations on the basis that communists vowed to overthrow the government of the United States. The act also defines evidence to be considered in a jury in determining participation in the activities, plans, action, objectives, or purposes of such organizations. It's on the fucking books.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
We could
As well
actually
as-
go in
And arrest every one of them.
Yep. And we need to. This needs to happen now.
The thing is, and we
Yeah,
should, because the very existence of communist nations, communists do not believe in nations. They do not believe in sovereignty. They only believe in totalitarian regimes. Their very existence negates any kind of talk of freedom. So therefore,
Yeah.
there is nothing that is not. There is not a single action we can take that is not justified in suppressing them.
These people down here at the
down.
people at the bottom of this thing is these people wandering around the streets and everything. They're useful idiots. They don't know. They're so stupid. They
Mhm.
think they're gonna get all of this stuff. You're gonna get nothing. These people hate you. They don't understand. These people hate you, man. The only people they care about, these elitist people on top, they care about each other. They're the ones that are doing all this stuff. They enrich themselves, and they don't give a damn about this.
No,
they care about LGBTQI or care about Muslims. They don't care about any of this. These are demons. All they care about is themselves. They are elitist scumbag criminals, man.
Yep. Let's take a look at this video real quick.
All the signs are already propped up. They're just against the walls.
Awesome.
Oh,
They
thank
love
you.
What you do.
Thank you
For everything you do.
Thank you so much. Bless you. Thank you.
Nice.
Hey, Manolo, how you doing? My name's Nate. Nice to meet you. I'm good. How are you? Would you mind doing an interview right now? Can I ask why?
Can you throw some?
There it is. Hold on. I'm going to pause it. Okay, so we saw who this gentleman was, but a review of public discourse forums shows that multi-millionaire Sigham and his wife Evans have donated over $20.4 million to the People's Forum. That's what it's called. From 2017 to 2022 through a series of shell organizations and donor advisory groups, accounting for nearly all of the group's funding.
You're the leader of the People's Forum. You got $20 million from Roy Neville Singham to protest. Can I ask why you don't want to speak with me right now? Do you deny that you got $20 million to protest? You don't deny that?
Crazy.
How are you spending that $20 million to protest? I know you're paying David Chung $75K a year.
Oh, look at that name.
Oh my god.
So,
Wow.
and we're not doing anything about this. What the fuck?
Because Pam Blondie is useless. She's not. She's the only thing that woman's worried about is going to get her nails and her hair done. Man, she's worthless.
Well, hang on. Let's not. I mean, yeah, Pam Bondi, yeah, but like, let's not black pill. Never black pill because somebody needs to explain it. I'm saying this stuff does take time for executive action to take place. So this guy is obviously he's a citizen journalist. This stuff happened like just today. So this isn't something that's been brewing for weeks and months and years.
We need people.
Oh,
sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying. Like, granted, all this information may be out there, but like, this is a whole.
Hey, it was Islamics that did it, Sketchy. That's what I'm saying.
Dude, how long did it take for them to drop 32 indictments on Trump, man, and all of that stuff, man? We got to start arresting people. If you don't start arresting people, they're gonna lose the midterms, man. Get somebody in there. If she's not gonna do it, get somebody who will. They're used.
It's her and John Thune are kind of the biggest roadblocks right now for anything getting done.
Ashton Joe's doing nothing, man. He's not running the FBI.
Oh, David, what's up, man? I didn't recognize you.
Oh.
How you doing? $20 million to paid protest. Won't deny it. Won't deny it. Because it's a fact. All the signs are already propped up.
The bitch behind him wearing a keffiyeh, which is hilarious.
So this is going on now. Right now, where I live in Las Vegas, Nevada, they're handing out flyers. They're doing a planned protest. We've already seen buses come in.
Oh,
where are the buses coming from? Buses coming in, so they're going to block the strip all night and scream about freedom for Venezuela.
Venezuela,
and the Communist Party.
We just removed the impediment to freedom.
Yep.
Now, this is great. Now, here's something a little more uplifting. So, breaking in an epic sight, real Venezuelans are storming New York City to counteract the white liberals protesting against Trump's Maduro capture and strikes. The white Democrat is clueless. Actual Venezuelans are ecstatic right now. Let's pull this up.
All of this stuff, none of this stuff is actually organic, man. It's all paid for because none of
Oh, hold on. I thought I had it put up. Shit. Hold on. I'm on the wrong tab. Here it is. So what I just read is from this. This is organic.
Yes.
They are coming to counter These are actual Venezuelans or people that's family has suffered from the narco-communist dictatorship in Venezuela.
Notice how none of them are wearing masks. Not a single mask.
Great point. None of the counter protesters are wearing masks in 2026.
Now, question. Yep. This is a really important question. Any of those girls single? I'm just curious.
Now I'm gonna find. I need to. I've seen some.
You need to get down there and find out.
I'll do some
I've seen
investigative journalism.
Yeah, hey, Vaughn, man, we'll
I'll crowdfund it.
be each other's
Guys,
Later,
man.
dude.
No, hear Vaughn
Oh.
out. He's not wrong
We'll
here,
play
because the best place to meet place to meet a hot anti-communist Latina is at these things. So guys, this is our chance, boys. Like fuck like the modern leftist American women. Let's
Hold on,
support
don't throw
these
them all.
anti-communist women.
Listen,
Come on.
I gotta
Yeah.
tell you, I've had
Cubans?
She's like, let's go.
I've had
Yeah, Cubans.
Cubans
I know a pretty cool Colombian too. I know several Colombians.
are super basic too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Cubans are
Cubans are great, man. Like I would think I was saying this the other night. If you've ever been to a Cuban Americans 4th of July party, the red, white, and blue and the fireworks is just obscene. It's
they love this
fan-fucking-tastic.
country. They're so glad they're not in their shithole. I'll tell you something else, man. The legit Chinese people that come here.
Yeah, the ones that
their
escaped.
country and come here. The one, not the ones that are working for the CCP, but like the legit. I worked with several of them when I was working in Auburn, and
Yeah.
dudes were awesome, man. Love them guys.
Yes, I've known people that escaped either them or usually their parents, considering the age group. They escaped either China or they escaped Iran in the 70s, Cuba, of course, Venezuela.
Oh, man.
They're some of the most patriotic people you'll ever meet. And you know what else they don't like is illegal immigration.
That being said, like I just had a friend who's more lefty message, and he's like, and I get it. He's like, I just don't want my tax dollars used in foreign countries, and he's consistent on it. So it's like that I get. If you're like totally isolationist, like, is this in our fight? Totally get that. Like
But does he stand for illegal immigration at the same time?
Probably not.
Okay.
I would ask.
Then he's probably more libertarian, like severe
I'd ask.
libertarian.
Also,
I can ask, but
Don't ride with the Chinese people, man. There's a stereotype about their driving for a reason. Oh my lord! I'm not kidding.
Good luck, everybody else.
He was like, people get scared when they ride with me. I rode with him one time. I think we got up to 40 miles an hour. I was like, oh my god! He'd wait till an 18-wheeler got within death range to pull out and then pull that in front. I was like, what the
Keep
fuck?
talking. I'll be right back.
Oh, no.
Okay, so before we'll pull this off, this is an indication too. So we have all of this. We have the Venezuelan actual people of Venezuela, those that fled, that are celebrating. You have the celebrations happening in Venezuela itself.
Yeah.
The people are celebrating, and it's the government that lost their leader that are like, you need to give him back. But the people are celebrating. They're tearing statues down. They're burning pictures of the Ayatollah that's in Venezuela.
Fuck yeah.
Well, you want to know who this is a very dangerous time for?
The Ayatollah.
No, the Somali fraudsters, because the Democrats are now going to forget about them and stop defending them to go after the Maduro. This is, I think, very true.
Yeah.
Let's not forget, guys, that Nicolas Maduro lost his election a year and a half ago. He should not be in office. They voted him out democratically, and he has not left. He is breaking the law by being there, and we are not kidnapping him. We brought him up on international narco-terrorist charges.
Dictators.
We have every right to go in and arrest the fucker.
Follow laws, man.
Well,
They do what they
exactly.
want.
Because socialists don't follow laws. They do not give a shit about
They
the
don't
rule
care
of law.
about the people. Only, man, he's brain. God,
And it's so funny when you try to debate these white leftists, because they will just throw so I would argue with them and I will tell them my opinion and stuff, and I would always get, well, you're white passing, so you need to shut the fuck up.
I can't argue with them, man. Because the mental illness
You're
that they
darker
have,
than everybody in this photo.
You start bringing
Because
up
they-
facts and you show them facts, it just doesn't. They start it's like a CPU starts smoking in their head, man. They can't handle it.
They base oppression on skin tone.
Yeah.
Yes, and it's the most racist.
They really do. It doesn't matter how Hispanic or Latino you are. It's about shading. They even do this with the black community. If you have a lighter skin tone, then I guess you're not as oppressed.
No.
They will
And-
literally say that.
Yeah, you have to have. They have like this obsession with skin tone. It's the weirdest thing. Like
Mhm.
you could be as mixed as I am, and even have like a Afro Latina mother. Like I don't know if you want to zoom me in real quick, but this was my mom right here. A lot of
Let me-
people don't believe me when I tell people like I'm part black. This is my mom
Oh, wow.
right here.
Oh wow,
And
yeah.
so,
No.
yeah, I look just like her feet, like feature wise, but I'm lighter. I have green eyes and blonde hair and everything. But when I tell them like I'm very, very mixed, and
They'll be
You know,
pulling
for
out.
them-
No,
Like,
because they base everything on superficial identifying qualities. They don't base anything.
It's some of the most racist stuff on the planet.
Yeah, it is. They are. Yeah, you'll never. The leftists are the most racist people in existence. That's just it. They
I
are.
don't think white people are mentally capable of being able to get a driver's license or any of that other kind of stuff, man. Whenever you catch them, you start asking, "You think voter ID is racist?" And they're like, "Oh, well, because of the pit." And then they start going into their gobbledygook.
No, they've already done a poll of the black community. American black community wants voter
Like, we
ID.
need voter ID. man.
Yes.
Well,
Okay,
especially
so-
this
It
is the
doesn't
small
matter,
crowd.
though.
They're like,
That's
no,
why
we don't want.
I
Like,
can't
they don't get to
argue
co-opt our
with them.
struggle.
I refuse to argue with them. I
So,
can't do it, man.
real
Just,
quick,
it's,
let's quickly check in with Venezuela.
años esperando esta pronta libertad que todavía bueno pero por
People,
lo
by the
menos
way,
Yeah.
have
estamos
lost family
saliendo de
members
una
in
de
the
las
Bureau of
peores
Prisons.
ratas de
Look, they've
Venezuela.
already pointed out
Gracias.
they're-
Black
they're
back
fucking way.
here executed, arrested because of Maduro.
Yep.
That doesn't
How do
happen
they
to us.
speak in Venezuela? They speak
Spanish.
Okay.
Yeah. Pause it real quick.
Brazil that speaks
The-
Portuguese.
These are the people that the white liberal communists are protesting against.
Yep.
Mhm.
These
But
are the
it doesn't
people that they
sound-
want to be subjugate because they don't care about anything. They don't care about they try to say that Free Palestine is about human rights and all of this and stopping genocide. No, they don't. They don't care about any of that. The only thing they care about is the fact that they hate Western civilization, Western culture, and capitalism. That's it. They are just pro-communist, nothing else.
They're just, but it's the thing, man. It's why I can't argue with them. I don't know how you do it, Toasty. I can't deal with it because it's what I call unlogic or anti-logic, man. Me being a scientist, I just cannot deal with this stuff because it's nothing but emotions and anger and madness. And you could show facts and whatever, and they will just get mad and start cursing you out and in the conversation when you start showing facts, man. It's like the processor can't handle it.
I'm sorry.
So hold on real quick. Battsauce is in the chat, but not on the panel. I had to step away. Did Battsauce have to drop?
It looks like he had to drop.
Oh, okay.
Or he
Well,
lost
dude, you
connection.
got the link. You can jump back in anytime. But yes, remember when Obama did drone strikes to U.S. citizens?
By the way, as much as I hate Battsauce, distinct lack of Battsauce in the intro.
I like
What
how
was
you had
Battsauce in your intro?
you had to justify that. There it is.
Why isn't he in the intro?
Yeah.
Did I not? Oh, fuck. Oh, I put him. I had somebody else who was covering for him.
Either. Now, granted, Professor deserves to be cut from the intro, but
No, nobody's actually been cut. Like Theo wasn't in the intro this week. I try to keep it so that I have at least everybody that's on the panel on each intro, and I think I messed Battsauce. So my bad. No, Battsauce is still on there. Theo's still on there. They're just
Matthew Mars
skipped
love
him.
Lost Boys. I've been watching the whole time, and I've never seen the Lost Boys.
You've never seen Lost Boys,
I know,
dude. It's a great movie.
I know.
Great
I've
movie.
never seen it either.
Oh, it's got a good soundtrack too. Matthew Marsden just said Trump could have killed Maduro in a drone strike. He is bringing him to the USA to stand trial for his crimes. Trump liberated Venezuelans. TDS is a thing, and there is no point in engaging with these people. I agree.
Yes.
No,
he's 100% right. Now, I want to bring this up since this all goes back to New York is a big problem right now. And I don't think the only reason that I can think that we let this happen is if we kind of like it's a Ra's al Ghul moment. We're just letting the biggest city fall so that everybody can see how bad it could get under communist rule, communist Islamic rule. And now we got to get Toasty the fuck up out of there. So here's the GoFundMe. Help me and my family find a new safe home. So where have you gotten any ideas of where to relocate it, or are you still kind of brainstorming that?
Okay, so like I have friends and I have family in Jersey, but I also have friends. I also have family in Indiana. I also have family in Florida.
Oh, there you go.
go.
Although Florida's got a pretty high cost of living, man. You don't have any. I'm telling you, South Carolina and North Carolina are pretty good.
Carolina.
Georgia's really good too, man. I'm not gonna say Alabama because you like what the. No.
Hold on, we got some international chat going on from Prazaval 321. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Cheers from Germany. Cheers, brother.
Hey man, I want to say something nice and
Or sister.
stereotypical. Brought some beer, homie.
I mean, Florida looks so beautiful to me and everything, and I have family there and all. But I was looking at the cost of the houses and stuff.
It's pretty high cost of living there. Like here is
Texas ain't bad.
North Carolina and South Carolina are pretty good, man. Anything down a little bit, you don't want to get too far, but it's like see, man, if you got out of New York, I don't know how in the heck you could afford to even stay in New York anyway, man. Once you get out of there, you'll be like, how did I not get out of there sooner? Because once you get around, a bunch of friendly people with low cost of living and lower taxes, you just be Anthony Cumia moved to Charleston, and he's loving it. I think it's Charleston.
Oh, hold on. Hey, cheers, brother. I'm working on it. I make a promise not to get drunk on stream, but by the time the stream ends,
then it's over.
Well, But good having you here. Yeah, there's a lot of options.
It's just I want to be near family because my children are autistic and stuff, and so I want them to know their family. Most of my family are deceased, except for a couple of cousins that I have, and they're either again in Florida or in Indiana. And
Now, I don't know much about Indiana politics right now. Has Indiana used to? I would assume would be a pretty red state, but they have. With illegal immigration, they have they've inserted populations of people there to flip the state. They did that with Minnesota. They've done that with Iowa. They've done that with pretty much all of them.
Which is weird.
Out of
the
everything
coldest
you're talking
Midwest
about,
states, they move a bunch of people live in a desert there.
Go to Florida. See, man, because like if somebody tries to break in your house, they encourage you to shoot them. That's what it's like
we don't want to arrest anybody.
Put holes in them because like that just saves the cop problems. There's go ahead, you're doing our job for us. Awesome.
That's one of the reasons why I want to move there.
Hell yeah, man! You can get armed. Being armed is
Toasty.
Okay. Is Indiana a red state? Let's see.
Yes. Toasty, have you considered the People's Republic of Washington State?
Stop.
The absolute state of Washington.
No.
I can't be alone. That's the thing. I need more people coming to me.
Why are you vampires about it?
Man, I'm figuring out like for this year because I'm staying in New Jersey, but I'm going to be traveling as much as possible. Within reason,
My ass, I'm going back to Jersey.
Jersey, I know you're back to my home too. We got to hit some cons together, dude.
Zach, where are you now? Are you in New York too?
No, he's in.
I'm in New Hampshire. Unfortunately.
Oh, that's a very champagne socially state.
No, New Hampshire sucks. I don't know why the fuck I only came up here for family because like my daughter was just born. I was like, hey, maybe having, but I was like, I shouldn't have left to begin with. I should have just went back. And I'm like, nah, fuck it, we're going back to Jersey because I have better opportunities.
Yeah,
How do you
anytime
like
you
it in
want to
Jersey?
go to a con any weekend, man, let me know. We could travel.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be
Now-
doing road trips, whatever. Yeah, but I mean, it's gonna be fun. I'm hitting so far because I want to. The problem with the cons though is you're there, you don't really explore the state.
Yeah.
You're here to make as much bank as possible and get the fuck out. But you know, even still, like there are states I want to go to. Like for example, I was just at Arizona. I couldn't tell you what it's like to live there, being there. So that is the tough part. But I have like a mental list of states I want to check out. See.
Arizona is a problem for Nevada, just like California is, because they are both run very corruptly by, very just left wing. Yeah, they're just.
What's it
we've
like
got-
to live there though? Because I like living in New Jersey, despite everything. Like that's one of the things is the taxes
now,
are horrendous though. Zach,
Yeah, but New
taxes,
Jersey
there's
seems
not
to be
that
the
many
closest place to New York that's kind of a holdout. They're still trying to not succumb to the New York communism bullshit. Is that still the case?
all right, so I'm from like a very like red area of New Jersey. But to me, home is it sounds weird to say, but like home is home. You know what I mean? But like, so that stuff kind of is secondary to me, like politics or whatever. I'm always about like, where are my people? Where's my family? Where are my friends?
My people.
But so like, because I've done a lot of networking in New Jersey. And what I like about New Jersey too is like again, Zach, like 4 hours this way, Delaware's this way. I mean, I don't know why the fuck I'd go to
Yo, Delaware sucks.
Yeah,
oh my god, that state is fucking.
You lived there for a while too, right? Zach,
I was there for a year and I got the fuck out of there, dude. That shit was fucking garbage.
It sucks because I feel like
it definitely
like,
sucks.
New England, I love the
England's
weather.
nice.
I like all 4 seasons, and it is beautiful there. But that's where all the crazies are at.
Well,
So-
hold on.
Mhm.
So
New England
New England-
cold is brutal.
So New England, it's
It's
not
violent.
bad. So like Massachusetts, really good. The bottom part of New Hampshire, like Manchester's pretty decent, but like that's it, man. Like I'm like, what the fuck? Like Jersey's got it. Like you want to do something, you want to go out, you want to have fun, or you want to stay home, go to fucking Jersey. There is not a single thing you can't fucking do anywhere else, and you can't do in fucking Jersey. Or
Can you permitless open carry?
I believe you can open carry in New Hampshire too.
What?
I believe so.
It's
And you can
permitless open carry here in Alabama, Georgia, and I think Florida too.
Oklahoma and Texas, same thing.
and you can open carry in
You don't even have to
California
get a
again
permit,
because
man.
the
You can just be packing.
You can
you're
open
right.
carry in California again because the Supreme Court finally did rule against the state of California when it comes to open carry.
No, dude,
I
I
get it.
would love to go to somewhere with open carry. Listen,
So-
I might be doing some
That's
Jersey
it.
Cove.
That's just let me ask you, like, legitimately, because this is just me being a little ignorant to the topic at hand. The being open carry, isn't that just inviting trouble at that point, or is it just
No.
brandishing your
No.
weapon
No.
to
That's
let
just
people know?
That's
Don't
like
fuck.
saying that's
There's
a
a-
giant "don't f with me" sign.
It's no. See, the thing is, it's not brandishing. Where it goes to brandishing is if it's then pulled out.
Yeah.
But if it's just on your hip, right out there in the open,
Or
there's
you can
not a
just
problem.
conceal carry too.
And
man.
also,
And
you got to think about this, Zach. Do gang members and criminals acknowledge the open carry or concealed carry rules? It's only a rule. It's
I
only
hear
a
you.
rule that applies to the law-abiding citizen.
Right.
Dude, I got
That's it.
I got
Yeah,
a quick story on this because I asked that. Because last year I had a goofy ass motherfucker break into my apartment while I'm watching this motherfucker do it in front of me. He's halfway in my apartment. Dude, I had my adrenaline. Dude, I got up and I was like, I obviously I grabbed the closest thing, which was like a kitchen knife, and I was this close getting him. But like, I call cops. He's on camera. He's already halfway in my apartment. He escaped. He left. Call the cops. Cops say, nothing we can do. His feet literally needed to touch the inside of my apartment both feet on the ground for it to be a break-in. And in order for it to be a burglary, he has to physically take something of mine to be a burglary.
That's
they said
you live in, man, like the cops would be like, all right, if it's a problem like that, just make sure you drag him inside after you put it.
The law should be point blank. If somebody enters your property, like there should be some rules. This is the liberal in me fucking speaking. If somebody's on the outside of your property, like not inside a home or anything, they're just on your property line and you ask them to leave, or there's visible no trespassing signs and they continue to advance on your property, that gets a little shady. You can't just, snipe a motherfucker for being in your lawn. They might, especially if you live in a wooded area and like they could just accidentally enter your property line. Now, the thing is, once you fucking kick a door down or crawl through a window or enter an unlocked door,
you have forfeited your life.
You have literally forfeited your life to be on because just the act of being there puts the people that live there in fear of their lives, and rightfully so. That should go without question. Like right now, and I don't know what state it is, but they're prosecuting an older gentleman for fucking, his door was literally kicked in, but the kids, they tried saying that these juveniles, they're just doing the 3 a.m. kick in a door TikTok prank. That's all they were doing.
I saw that shit. I was like, yo, get the. Listen, I may be retarded, but there is some cases where I'm like, nope, that's pretty simple to me. It's unfortunate because here's the thing. Did you also hear about that case where there's a wife family where the guy the two individuals had a package pretending to be deliverers?
Yes, I watched that whole video, dude. I just watched that whole video where the guy, they pretended to be UPS drivers, and the early 20s, late teenage son they knocked on the door with the package, and if the son hadn't got up, heard the knock, and decided to go walk their dog at the same time, they all would have lived. The outcome, they forced their way into the home, and the entire family, with the exception of 2 toddler children, were executed, all for roughly $500 to $800 in cash that they knew that the father of the homestead had. Now, mate, they say, well, they think that he had it from selling pot or selling drugs or something. I don't give a fuck. But
it's that video is super hard to watch.
It's hard to watch. I watched the whole thing.
I was like, God. right then and there, I dead ass have been seriously thinking about buying a handgun.
No, don't even think about it. Do it because
I bought one too. I'm not like
your duty as a man, as a protector, just as a citizen, to keep yourself safe, to arm yourself, to know how to shoot a gun properly. That's important. But it is enough of this, like thinking that danger is not going to happen to you. And unfortunately, as Americans, we the majority of us will probably, with the exception of you, Zach, probably will never encounter a moment where we might need it, where we are going to need it. Yep. I'm drawing down, I've got you in my sights, and I'm having to decide to pull the trigger or my life is forfeit. Most of us are not going to be in that position. However, you need to act as if you will be. You need to act as if that's an inevitability, because the minute that it comes on you, you need to be ready.
Yeah, I agree.
And that's why I think they need to bring gun training back into schools.
I agree.
I think that we need to lean so far into that, the fact that we are a country that has gun rights. They need to be lifted so that and mandatory to a point where everybody needs to know and know the danger that a gun is, know how to use it.
Zach, you ever shot a gun?
And this is coming from somebody that I used to be fairly not anti-gun, but
I used to be super anti-gun.
I used to think, if we had stricter gun laws that would reduce crime, then it's like the obvious set in that I was just buying into propaganda. Oh, wait, criminals don't care about gun laws.
Yeah. Well, you realize that you're only letting the criminal and the murderer and the rapist and the arsonist win by you being unarmed.
Right.
Right.
And guess what? Guess what? Some people, even let's say that they eliminate guns from the populace, then there's other methods of killing. You can kill somebody with a lot of different things, and if they break into your house and they have one of these things, they're still going to fucking kill you. Look at what's happening all over Europe. And who do they crack down on for deciding to use weapons to protect themselves? They're making legal citizens not allowed to have any method of protection. Canada has they don't allow pepper spray. They prosecuted a girl for defending herself from a rape attack. Sorry, YouTube, I used the R word. Fucking retards.
Hey, Iron,
for pepper spraying an attacker. What's up?
I believe Zach has to roll, man.
Yeah, my daughter is acting up. I gotta put her back down on the bed.
I told you I don't read the private chat. Thank you, Diesel.
I gotta
Zach, you got the floor.
Thank you so much for having me on, y'all. I really do look forward to coming back on in the future if you guys will have me.
Absolutely.
If any of you are not following, give me a follow. I'll follow you right back. Stay in touch with all the stuff that I'm doing on social media. I'm pretty much I got a lot planned ahead, so I'm excited to keep that going. But on that note, you guys have a wonderful night and easy.
Be cool, brother.
Hell yeah, Zach. One of the greatest artists in the business. Keep it pushing, buddy. We look forward to seeing what you got coming up.
I will say, I'm going to show off, Zach, I'll show off the ad for your book too while you're out. Because I will say this book that Zach's doing, some of my favorite writing I've done. And what I liked about doing for Zach's, because I'm always, a lot of it is like my ideas that I'm passionate about. What I liked about his was I was friends with him for years, and I'm like, do you need someone to write it? And what was cool is I got my whole writing for contract is kind of refreshing in a weird way because I'm taking everything I've learned and I'm using it for someone else. So Zach will be like, I don't like this. And I'm like, okay, I feel I'm attached to the property in the sense that, but it's his. So it's like being a shepherd for that. I really wish people at the big two would have done that. Check your ego aside, do the job. They're not your characters. That's the mentality I wrote Zach's book with. And it's some of my favorite writing I've done. But basically, again, just to reiterate, it's a book that's like it's kind of like Indiana Jones qualities in space, but it's scarier, more cosmic elements. I pulled from like Indiana Jones, a bit of Star Wars, a lot of Lovecraft stuff, and some Cowboy Bebop in there. I threw like a whole. Basically, he gave me his stuff, and actually Majora's Mask. Funny enough.
Oh, hell yeah.
Because the whole idea, that feeling of we're on an adventure, there's something in the distance, we're gonna ignore it, it's getting closer. Ha! That's that feeling. Of like, we are on a collectathon. We have to collect these things before this shit kills everyone. But the thing, instead of it being a moon, it's like a Lovecraftian entity. That was so much fun. So,
you mean like the moon is like? You mean like a brethren moon?
Stranger Things should have ended.
Well, have you played Majora's Mask?
No, I was thinking about Dead Space 3. They had the brethren moons. Right. It was basically like the moon was like this big freaking Lovecraftian looking thing.
Mondor's Rising. So initially, so basically it's this alien who's exiled from his home planet, Sonderon. I don't know because he has some really cool art that I've seen. I don't know if he hasn't posted it, I won't show it. But it's because if he did one of the issue 3 covers where it's all the villains gathered around them, that was Zach. Zach has done some amazing work for me. He did a trading card. He did a mini print. His stuff is just, his artwork too. He's the kind of artist where what I liked about writing for him is I didn't have to put on a lot of the character nuances unless he told me to. Anyway, you guys will like this book. It's one of the most unique things I've worked on. It's an idea I never would have thought of myself. And when he came out with it, I was like, I'll push it forward for you. And I love working on it.
That's so cool. And man, just doing that, like keep doing what you're doing, working with new people, helping them, taking their ideas and putting it into words, because not everybody can do that.
It's just tough
and
stuff.
that used to be what fucking the scene was all about. So bring that shit back, man.
I agree as much as I can. Like it's his idea, and we would just spend hours on the phone. He'd be like, "This is not." And what I loved, he'd be like, "I don't like this. I do like this," and it's like, "Okay, it's your idea," and it's a really good idea.
You mean you actually listened to the guy whose vision that you had?
Well,
make everything lame and gay?
No, because it's literally he would fire my ass if I did that shit.
Yeah.
Hey,
So
bye.
what you need to do, Vaughn, every writer or new creator you're working with that you're helping flesh out a story, just tell, okay, but it needs to have representation, diverse characters, and a girl that is key to everything.
No, that's your shit test. That's your shit test. Pitch that to whoever you're working with and see if they bite. And if they bite, run.
Well, what I like about Zach's, it's diverse and the most. One of the things I liked about Zach's vision is he told me, he's like, I don't want to see a single human in this series. I'm sick of every time there's a space story like Star Wars, whatever. You have all these cool aliens, and all the characters you care about are the humans. He's like, there is not going to be a single human in sight this entire series. Every new is a new alien race, whatever. The main character is an alien.
Man,
doesn't want.
Come up with something. It's going to be like zero
real quick, guys.
I'm gonna try to make it as uniform as possible, man.
I actually like that too. If it's an alien space story, there doesn't need to really be any humans or even just slightly human characters that resemble humans just enough to make the story relatable. But anyway, speaking of humans that look just human enough to make the story relatable, society reviews. I don't know. I had nothing else to go with for your intro, bud. How's it going, dude?
Wow, that was fucking terrible.
That was a little mean. I feel bad about it.
Hey, how you guys doing? Yeah, I mean, how you supposed to carry that ball down the field? I
mean,
Fuck,
what
dude. Oh man, good to see you, man. How's your new year going?
It's going pretty well so far. It has been a very interesting last 24 hours, to say the least. And
yes,
you guys talked about a lot about it on the front end of this show, but just a couple of things that I wanted to bring up here just real quick. Because for me, this particular issue about Venezuela, I've been more in tune with it over the course of the last decade than a lot of other people have. So essentially, when you look at what happened with Venezuela, you got to go back, obviously, a few decades before this. Venezuela, up until, I would say, the 2010s, was the shining example that many on the left use about socialism actually working, right? So if you recall this, about in the 2000s, not just Sean Penn, Jamie Foxx was another one. Like, go back and check out, those old photos that I'm pretty sure are still on the internet to this day. Hollywood celebrities would rampantly go down to Venezuela because they thought they finally had their shining example of Venezuela being the place where socialism thrived, right? Even Bernie Sanders back in 2007 on his site says that his ideal vision of essentially democratic socialism was Venezuela until the country failed. And then he took it off of his site, tried to pretend like he never said that. But like I said, the internet is forever. So at about 2017 was when things really started getting bad for them. And it got so bad to a point that basically the government, the dictator government, went from socialism to communism, started killing its own citizens who were protesting the government. People got arrested for making illegal bread. And yes, I'm not joking when I say that. They got arrested for making illegal bread because they were making things that the government did not allow them to make. People
kind of like here where they try to keep you from getting milk that's not pasteurized, man.
Yeah, very similar to the Amish thing. But no, you're right.
That's true.
Yeah, and it even got so bad that people started eating rats on the street in order to live. So this is how bad things were in Venezuela in 2017. And as the years went on, it just underwent a full-blown communist dictatorship, and that's exactly what it became. Now, most of the people who melted down last night have no context of what's actually going on in Venezuela because the media has pretty much ignored it ever since it fell. Because since it's no longer the shining example of communism working rather than communism failing, people have just completely ignored it. So they have no idea what's been going on there for the last several years. And it was very, very eye-opening to see that when the initial bombings happened, and it was like the initial bombings, the news hadn't come out yet that we had already captured them and basically flew away out of the country. Everyone on the left completely had an absolute meltdown, said that America's over, America's dead, that this is all about the Epstein list and all of this other stuff. Meanwhile, people who were actually from Venezuela or had family in Venezuela, wherever the case may be, were celebrating. And what you were seeing there was basically the tale of two tapes here. I'll get to this video here in a second. I just want to finish my point. But yeah, so essentially you have the people who are actually directly affected by the Venezuelan regime celebrating the fact that Maduro, who was basically a communist dictator, is gone, and that there's actually hope for the country for the first time in at least 15 years. And I'm not saying at least 15 years, to be minimum there. And then, of course, you just have, the usual idiots who go out there and they are so brain broken by Donald Trump.
They just get their download their talking points, man, from that's why they call us in a cult. They're the ones that have this collectivism where they gotta be told what the next
that's
thing
the word,
is to
collectivism.
be about.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a word. It's collectivism.
Yeah, it's collectivism.
It's all evil. Yeah, it's Nazism, socialism, Marxism, Leninism, Stalinism. It doesn't matter. It's all
We're getting to the point where if the government doesn't step in and fight communism and use laws like Emerald brought up that are already in place to combat communism completely, ruthlessly, and without question, then guess what? The regular people are going to do it. The regular people are like the fact that I loved seeing the Venezuelans in New York go out and counter protest, but counter protesting, I mean, eventually the nice guys that just will just, let them expose themselves and we're going to do our own thing.
They're already fighting in New York. It's been 3 days.
Yeah. Eventually the conservatives are going to take off their fucking nice shirts and put on their work boots and grab a baseball bat and start doing the fucking job for them. Does anybody want to fucking see that shit? Because that could fucking happen.
No, man.
And you know what? More and more people are like, you know what?
Nobody wants that. But
you know what?
The thing is, man, it's
every
like
single one.
We're already in a hot civil war because blood has been drawn multiple times.
No, I know, man. But like, I'm just saying, dude, we don't want that, dude. That is
no, we don't want it.
But like the problem is, and we got to have some people in this administration. The problem is Trump wants this stuff done, but he's got some snakes around him still. He's got deep
John Thune, Mike Johnson, and Pam Bondi are blocking him at every fucking step of the way.
He's got people who are still trying to play nice in a world where you can't do that anymore.
They're not. I don't even think they're trying to play nice, Strider. I think they're actively blocking him because they're part of the problem.
Who's the woman that's his chief of staff or whatever? That woman is.
Yeah. Fuck her.
Yeah. Alex Jones has been talking about, man, get rid of her. Oh, by the way, speaking of Venezuela, check out this picture I shared.
Is it more Venezuela?
Let's see. Where's it at?
Awesome.
Oh, yeah.
I saw that earlier.
Oh, there's Trump. Okay, yeah. I'm just, yeah. Yeah, same Toasty. Wow.
I want to make one more point about something here real quick.
Like a potential future ex.
Hold on. I'm gonna have to go in. I'm gonna Photoshop her hair off and put Toasty on the fucking head.
Hey, man.
I'm just surprised to see a photo of Trump. I'm surprised to see a photo of Trump without the woman's head being blocked out.
Dude, that looks like
which is hilarious because every time they do that, it's like his kids or his grandkids from years and years and years ago. They can't even get that part right. Or someone who's not even
that's a pretty good potential future ex Mrs. Diesel.
let's toss the ball back to society. I didn't mean to cut you off your point, dude.
No, that's fine. But so there's one other aspect to this here too. It's like, look, Trump derangement syndrome used to be a meme. Like, we used to make jokes of like the left and how deranged they were about Trump over every little thing. It's become a real thing now. Like, it's no longer a joke. I've seen people in the course of the last calendar year who have completely been broken by Donald Trump and this administration just in the course of the last calendar year. It's like, there's a reason why I'm no longer at Bounding in the Comics at the moment, and I'll let that speak for itself. But the whole thing that's been going on here, I've seen people, their default reaction is that anything that Trump and this administration does is bad and it's the end of America, right? So when they saw this, their immediate reaction to this was just like, oh my God, I can't believe that, and then just had a complete and total meltdown. Meanwhile, all the people, like I said, around them, people who are directly affected by this are celebrating and thanking us for getting rid of this guy who should have been gotten rid of a long time ago. It's basically showing you that the problem that we have in this country, like I said, there's no peaceful resolution to fixing this problem. And if the death of Charlie Kirk wasn't the big wake-up call to that reality, I mean, we're just at a point of no return right now. It's only a matter of a win, not if.
They're taking the side. They're literally taking the side of narco terrorist drug boat, people running drugs, and a dictatorship,
communist narco.
They will take. It doesn't matter what it is. It's freaking. They will take that over Trump, man. It doesn't. You know,
like I said, I think
the fact that they've linked arms to it, the fact that they've linked arms to Islam, which is completely.
That's exactly what I was about to say.
It's exactly like Iran.
Yeah. No, like I said, last year they were all in on Iran out of nowhere. So I don't think it has much to do with the communism point,
man. And people tell them what to think. They are told what to think and what to get outraged about, man.
Well, let's also not gloss over the fact that Iran is in a fight for its life right now, where it's the same thing, where a bunch of Iranians are rising up against the Ayatollah, and the left is silent because it doesn't matter.
They have to report
as long as it's not Jews.
What's great is they have to report on it, so they're calling it economic protests in Iran. They're all, it's about the economics and the economic state. Fuck no.
Have you ever seen a picture of
that is a small factor of why they are rising up against them. The number one thing is they're rising up against radical Islamic dictatorship. Go ahead, Diesel.
Have you ever seen the pictures of like the women in Iran and everything before we installed?
I have that.
We installed these monsters.
I have that. I will pull it up while I'll throw the ball back to society real quick.
Talking about
the Iran thing. It's funny. Back in the back in the 70s when that happened, Iran was ruled by a West-backed Shah, and it's only because Islamism is not native to Iran. They're Persians that are Iranians. Islam has no place there, but it's only because
Islam has no place in the world.
It does. It's correct. But only because Jimmy Carter took his feet off the gas and just let it happen. The Shah brought in the Shah of Iran. Okay, congratulations. He's now a refugee here. But allowing the Islamists to take over that nation and turn it basically from a paradise where it was seen as the country of the future to the hellhole that it is now.
Yep.
And now, if you think it took a generation for people to hate the Ayatollah, and then the next generation hates them with a burning passion, and now this generation has a seething hatred because they've lived for generations after generation after generation under that piece of shit. And I think this is finally the death knell, because a couple years ago they were killing women for not wearing a fucking scarf on their head.
Not a couple years ago. Recently they have the taekwondo star that was an activist against everything. She went missing. She's never been seen. There was that one girl that's a poster child because a lock of her hair showed, and she was beaten so badly while being taken into custody that she died in the hospital. Let's see. Then they back in the 90s, they hung a 15-year-old girl, the one that threw her shoe at the judge after she was raped by a taxi driver. This is bullshit. Everybody knows it, but the left, the feminists, advocate for it because they do not believe in anything other than they hate the West and capitalism.
These demons.
Well, another big part of that too is that they also hate Christianity, which is another reason why they're flocking to Islam.
Have been trying to destroy the world and install this demonic thing for look how long they've been going at it, man. We've lost control ever since they executed Kennedy, man, and they've been doing this. And now what they did, they had to. You see how they ramped everything up when Trump got in there in 2016 because Trump wasn't supposed to get in there, man. They had the election rigged in 2016, but people hated it. They underestimated how much people despise Kankles Clinton, and they put Trump in there, and so they pulled out all their stops, man, so that they could steal in the 2020 election, man. And that's why they ramped all this stuff up, dude. It's evil.
So,
and right now, this is the only country that's standing up to this globalist. Now you see the UN, and then the Mexican woman was like trying to say, well, the UN or something has got to do something about America and Trump and all this kind of stuff because the
UN needs to be.
It makes me so angry when I hear them say, like Keir Starmer, oh, you failed. It is not a failure. I can't stand hearing that. It's not a failure. It's done on purpose. They're trying to destroy these countries with this. They're trying to.
Real quick. These two girls, if you colorize this picture, this would look like two average girls at a college campus in the United States holding up Free Palestine or Hamas propaganda. Yeah. They were feminist, leftist, communist college student liberals holding up this sign. One of them was executed. The other one fled, but remained very communist and left leaning even after seeing what she helped do to her home country.
That wasn't real communism, though. So.
Right. And this was a country. Early Iran. They were developing a pipeline with Israel. They Christians had a very high population there as well. It was just a fucking normal, very Western leaning country. But they saw that they had to fucking destroy it. And the only way they could was by linking arms with radical Islam. Mm-hmm. Anyway, society, back to you, my friend.
And I'll make one other point here because, like I said, I've been doing a lot of study and talks about current events, especially with Islam and a lot of these Islamic nations. The one thing that I will push back on is that there is no such thing as radical Islam. This is Islam at its core. Yep. The only difference between Islam and radical Islam is population, meaning that if they outnumber you, you're basically where Iran and Syria are. If they don't outnumber you, then you're basically where France is. But it's the same beast no matter which country you're talking about here.
Well, yeah,
that's 100% true.
It's almost like saying like it's almost it's like a qualifier or something that it's implied. I mean,
put it to you like this: Muslims believe in their eschatology, very much believe so, that one day they are going to conquer the entire world. They're going to forcefully convert everyone to becoming a Muslim, and anyone who does not become a Muslim will be killed.
Yep.
Does that sound like something like a revelation to you?
Which, by the way, society, if I may interrupt to add on to that, that's exactly what leftists and communists believe. Yep. They believe, because what did you just describe? You just described the end of history.
Yep. Collectivism.
They believe in an end of history. They believe that eventually...
One at a time. Strider, finish your point.
They believe that eventually every action they take will be justified because they believe they cannot fathom a future other than what they have set up. Yep. Human nature does not factor into it. Human choice does not factor into it. They will have their utopia on your corpse, with or without you. And it doesn't matter your opinion. It doesn't matter what you want. You will bow to the collective. And both radical Islam and communism. That's why. And the thing is, radical Islam, communism. This isn't a recent thing. They have been tied to the hip since the fucking 50s. They did.
Yes, they called it. There used to be. There was a piece of DOJ documentation, the danger of green-red unity. And that's a big fucking problem. But I want it before. Hey, we got Jones Longbox here. Hey, Jones Longbox. We're going to throw the ball back to Vaughn Coleman, then to Diesel, and then we'll introduce John. Vaughn, you got the floor.
I guess I wonder what, like, so Iran was a more Islamic nation before, though?
No. It had a Muslim population, but it was very West leaning. No.
But West leaning, what does that mean? Were they still Muslim?
They were capital. They had a Muslim population, but they were still a more or less capitalist society. Like not
But
like
that's
basically what he's asking is that did they still believe in Islam? The question is
Correct.
yes. The only difference is that at that time Islam hadn't married to the state. That's the kind of the key difference there.
Well, right, but what I wonder is
it's all
because America
outside
is a
Islam.
Christian a nation, correct? But it's still not like Christian nationalist in the sense that like it's
Right.
they're done with the state. My question is, so because the whole kill or convert thing, or what I'm trying to understand is like the more moderate form of Islam that we saw there. Why aren't we seeing more of that today?
Because moderate Islam isn't real.
But then why was
society?
it real then?
I think society can articulate it better. Go ahead.
Like I said, the only difference, and like I say, you're seeing it now, is that they just didn't have the numbers within the state to make it to the point where it's basically convert or die. Because essentially, once they take over the state, is when you start seeing them push for blasphemy laws. And what is blasphemy laws in the context of Islam? Anyone that goes against the Prophet Muhammad can be deemed as someone who's a blasphemer and thus can be killed. A lot of these nations that we are talking about have those laws in place so that Islam is essentially the only religion allowed in the land. You can't convert anyone away from Islam or you can be killed. So in a lot of these nations, they may have had a significant like Muslim population, but they didn't have the power of the state at that time to essentially enforce their Islamic teaching. So that's kind of go ahead.
And what happened in Iran was the Islamics that wanted power promised a communist socialist utopia to the useful idiots.
It's also worth noting that there are two subsects within Islam as well. More is a lot more militant than the other one, but as we've seen time and time again, the more militant one usually ends up winning at the end. So
because that's why when you see, if you've had friends, and I've talked about this a lot. I had two really close friends that escaped Arab nations. One was Iraqi. The girl, I believe, was Pakistani, and they met because they were actually they were legit refugees that escaped, got here legally, and met while they were going through the process of becoming naturalized, and that's how they got together. But they both tell a very similar story. If their families found them or came to this country, would seek them out to kill them. But I think it was the guy, he told me, he said, there's no such thing as a moderate Muslim. There's just a lazy one. Ones that are comfortable and enjoy the comforts of Western society, but in the back of their head, they're always cheering on the jihad. And they would to see that once that becomes a thing, they're fine with it. They just don't want to actively participate because it's just not personally comfortable for them. But they all actively or at least subconsciously advocate for it.
You want to hear a crazy stat about Islam? 95% of the people who convert to Islam are converted by family. Meaning that they don't have, Islam doesn't have what evangelicals have, where they kind of spread their message of their religion. There's only a very small amount of people who quote unquote read the Quran and become Muslims. Essentially, Muslim families, they outbreed the nations that they're in. So in Western nations where birth rates have been plummeting over the last couple of decades, these people are having upwards of 7 to 8 to 9 children at once. And then when you have multiple wives, you can also build that number up a lot faster as well. So essentially, they're outbreeding a lot of these nations, and I think where you're seeing it the worst now is in Europe, because you're seeing them in Ireland, in the UK, in France, in Germany, and I think like Denmark is another one, where all of these European nations, the number one birth name is Muhammad, and it's that for a reason.
Yeah,
and all of these,
and like a lot of cults, they also prey on, like, they convert the natural citizens there because they seek out the weirdos, basically the people that are just kind of antisocial already. They don't,
hey, you'd make a good bomb.
the kind of the incels. Just you're. These guys that are just, I mean, you've seen them, the fat, white, pasty, dorky, I am Islamic now. Oh.
Well, it's very easy for them to create cells within Western nations. So they'll occupy a small little area, and it seems insignificant at first, but we see what's happening in Minnesota and North Carolina and Texas right now. And then the next thing you know, they start creating cells in that area where they start growing their beliefs and their popularity there. And then if they don't do it through violence, they will do it through the government, which means that they will win elections and gain power through the state in order to enforce and normalize and popularize their ideas.
Just like communists, they use our own laws and tolerance against us.
Fortunately for us, our Senator Tommy Tuberville, who is the best senator we've ever had in the state, he's running for governor next year with a plan to ban Sharia law in this state.
It needs to be banned nationwide.
That's what he's been saying for a long time.
He's been sitting here down at the bottom and just joined late to the show. John's Long Box. What's up, man?
So I've been reading a lot of comics. This is Miss Tree. Harold Tales is available. More Mr. Oh, this isn't a comic book show?
It's supposed to be. It turned into my political show. Hey, dude, when this shit fucking pops off, I mean, I wanted nothing more than to talk about Stranger Things and Avengers Doomsday and show the AI trailers, but fuck it.
We still can.
Yeah.
I just like that.
We might as well lighten it up, man. Us talking about this stuff isn't going to make it any better. We all know what's up. Everybody's based up in this mofo.
Right. I want to let Long John chime in before we switch gears.
Listen, I'm just getting a kick out of the communist mayor of New York is leading a rally about Maduro right now. It's like, shut up, you're the mayor of New York. What you don't have anything to say about international politics. You know what I mean?
He's virtue signaling.
Talk about a Manchurian candidate. That guy.
That's a scary thing. Here's the thing: if the Democrats get control, they could fuck things up and put him in a place where he could run for president.
He can't. He wasn't born here, so that's what.
That's my point. They could fucking weasel something in. They could change some stuff.
Constitutional amendment. It ain't gonna happen. But
hey,
the sad part
I don't know. I don't put anything against them.
No, they'll do anything, man.
I mean,
they'll
I am
pass the
assuming
Supreme
that
Court. They'll end the filibuster. That's why we need to end the filibuster. Pass voting ID. If we get voting ID, that needs to be done. Otherwise, they're going to do it again. If they will never give up power because of their talents.
They hate the Constitution, and they will figure out a way to push. I guarantee it, man. They are priming this guy to fucking be a fucking thing. I don't put it past them.
I'm losing.
It's like you can't put anything past these demons.
No, you can't. Let's let John real quick because you're in New York.
Listen, I'm losing hope in Trump. I mean, he did a lot of good stuff, but now it just seems like he's the lackey of Israel these days, and I'm losing hope of him. But I'm going to keep the hope alive until right before the midterm. So he's got until October. And I'm hoping that this guy just does a whirlwind, locking up Hillary Clinton, Dr. Fauci, perp walking Obama, and becomes the tyrant that the left imagines him to be. Otherwise,
and the tyrant we want him to be.
Right. Otherwise, just make my comic books until I die.
Susie Wiles.
Yeah.
If he doesn't do anything in October, it's the last gasp of America.
Susie Wiles
Right.
is that woman.
Now-
is his chief of staff, the woman that's the traitor, man.
The Israel stuff aside, and I do see your point there, and I agree with it a lot. But I think a lot of the stuff just here, he's getting stonewalled by our own party, by fucking Mike Johnson, John Thune, and especially John Thune, and of course Pam Bondi just kicking the can and not doing anything. And Susie Wiles,
the biggest impediment going on. Oh, by the way, just as a transition piece, just for one thing, Anna Paulina Luna is freaking gorgeous. That woman is just absolutely.
I missed her talk at
gorgeous.
Amfest. I'm pissed.
I have a story regarding her, which I find very, very interesting. And now she is
Go
a
for it.
high-ranking official. So about a decade ago, she was a well-known model who used to model for a company that I don't think exists anymore. It's called America AF, and they were kind of big like around the time of like Trump's first like run, like in that first year, where they would just get like random girls to like model like American flag shirts and stuff like that. And she was one of them. And I'm not sure if the videos of her are still on the internet somewhere, but
in
she
the
had
swimsuit.
Yeah,
I'm looking for him right now.
Man,
Actually,
that's on there. Salty Cracker was playing that a few
and
months back.
she had a friend who turned into a complete crash out and is now in Miami, and her life's a mess, but that's besides the point. But yeah, no, it's very interesting that every time I see her like on TV, I always go, "Oh yeah, that's the American AF girl." Yeah, yeah, that's one of them.
No,
that was literally the clothing
her
line she
face
promoted.
is just mesmerizing to me, man.
Her face? Who's looking at her face?
No, she's got a nice face.
Look,
Shut the
man,
fuck
I
up.
got. Look,
I'm a face guy. Face is important.
I'm a type. I got a type, man.
Kick
I got a
Strider. Honestly, I've had enough.
I got to
I want more face in the U.S.
God bless America.
America's better when everybody has a boner.
Base. I'm okay with that. I want that on a t-shirt.
There you go.
So if you wanted to switch over the Stranger Things, I got something to.
Let's do some Stranger Things. I want to close out on a positive note. Let's do some pop culture. Welcome to Gooning Cast.
Exactly right.
By the way, tune in to Vagabond's channel tomorrow.
There's nothing wrong with Googling a sexy woman. But there is a line that it becomes creepy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Seeing that woman.
I mean, I don't blame you guys.
She did it. So that
when you start asking to sniff her feet,
but like
right,
polishing your shoes so that you could see the reflection, or sending the money on OnlyFans. Like,
man, that's I ain't doing none of that simple
if
stuff.
my wife was right here and I was like, wow, she's good, my wife would be like, yeah, she is good looking. Like, you know what I mean? But if it's anything that you don't want anybody to know you're doing, that's the problem.
That woman was wearing a shirt and tie, man, in Congress one time, and I could melt into a puddle of something, man. Just whoa, good, just.
And Tiny
All right.
I don't know which way.
She's leaving a snail trail over here.
There's fine.
One at a time. John, you had a question for Toasty.
I don't know what flavor you enjoy, but if you want to oogle men, that's fine. You want to oogle, you know what I mean? Like, there's nothing.
Yeah,
wrong
Strider,
with
you can oogle men all you want.
Just don't
I'm not you, Vaughn.
Oh, Toasty's no stranger to this. What's the creepiest thing you've gotten from a simp?
Me?
Toasty. No, Toasty. Of course not you, John.
I don't know if I want to hear this. This is going to be something rough.
John's like, you'll be surprised. Have you seen my art?
Okay. I've had people say they wanted to do stuff with my bald head.
Like what? Put a hat on it? Like put a
They
hat
want to
on it?
put their pee on my head.
Of
I'm like,
course they
okay.
will.
Toasty, you can say it was Strider. It's okay. We believe you.
I once got my ass grabbed by a 50-year-old woman at a dive
Confidence.
bar.
Hey man, let me tell you something. I was working at a grocery store one time, and like my 70-something-year-old, I was worried. It was like right around like maybe senior year of high school, and I was sitting there like I was bagging groceries, and something pinched my butt. I turned around, it was like my 76-year-old great grandmother was like, "Hey, how you doing?" Just to come on, pinch my butt, man.
I've had
You're bagging groceries and bagging something else.
I've had women touch. I'm like, do not touch me. Like in a bar, like one time. All right, so I don't know if I told this story there. This one wasn't as bad as the other one I'll mention, but there's one time. This is one because it was so comical. I was having a drink. I was sitting in college, right? I'm at a bar. I'm just having a drink. It's like a Friday night, whatever. And this fucking woman, she's got to be in her 40s or 50s. No disrespect, but like respectfully wouldn't. But anyway, so she's walking down,
wasn't hot.
and she does this really obvious like fake fall and grabs me on the shoulders. I'm wearing the leather jacket. She goes, "Oh, sorry." I'm like, "It's fine. I don't really care." She goes, I really like your jacket. I like your style." I'm like, "Okay." And then I go back to drinking. And then she kind of like, she's waiting for me to like transition that into thing. And I'm just like not taking it. So she walks away.
Transition, you say?
Like transition into like a conversation. But I like,
Vaughn would have liked it if the woman transitioned.
Can you shut the fuck up and let me know?
She was not. You're saying she was not hot.
No, but so then she
Vaughn,
gets,
that
no,
was
she was
decidedly
not
out of denial.
Okay.
If she was hot, this would have been an hey celebration. But she wasn't. So then she later on the night comes back. She's like, "I'm really sorry about earlier." Okay. I like your stat. I'm like, cool. Great.
See, this is why men should carry pepper spray.
That's like Wolverine.
That will happen. And there was another time this like really fat chick like literally goes up to me. She goes, "Oh," and just fucking grabs my lips. I'm like, "Don't touch me." Like, get the fuck
She went for the lips. Wow,
she
that's
literally grabbed my lip. I'm like, "Don't fucking touch me." She was like huge, obese Latina woman. I'm like, "No."
Well, see, women do that because they know that you're likely not going to turn around and punch them in the face.
Right,
like,
exactly.
If a guy did that to you, like, it'll be a fight. But women
what you gotta do?
Toasty, I
give
just
off
learned
that
that
vibe,
term.
man.
And by the way, she had I told my friends, and like one of my friends like, "Oh yeah, she grew up me too. That's Big Kahuna." That's apparently they call her that. Big Kahuna.
What you do is you say, "If you touch me again, I'm gonna throw you through that wall."
Yeah,
but she would like that though, so you can't say
No,
that.
I can't. I just don't want. I just was like the conversation will cease here. It will cease.
Because of the laws of physics, if Vaughn tried to put the
wow.
he would go back.
So I asked Toasty who the creepiest sip she has is, and Vaughn goes into how he's been like
I'm a victim of the
SAS,
matriarchy.
you know,
Like a
assaulted
gross
so
old
many
woman,
times.
I'm a victim, really.
The other day, it's strange, but just the other day, someone had cash at me like $30, and they were in my XDM. They're like, "Well, can you like, I don't know, can you make me feel like I'm a loser? Can you like, what do you call that? Like, make them
Like humiliation.
Oh, yeah.
And he was calling me goddess and everything. I was like, okay, if that's what you want.
Damn, I didn't know MSK had $30 to spare.
Man. That's the.
I know that's what he's into.
This whole time.
This is why that whole scene is just like, yeah. No,
Yeah, I want you to step on me and tell me I'm trash.
Yeah.
Now you get man. I
don't
mean,
do
like
that.
if you want to step on me, that's
I'll do
cool.
it.
But like
step on
just
you
out with
like
high heels and digging into my bag, I'm not
doing the high heels thing,
man.
I'll step on you.
Shit.
I mean, that's
All right.
Thing right here is like in my show, I like to call myself the Dommy Mommy, although I don't do it in real life, but it's just like a little thing.
Not that you.
So-
Oh, there's a little bit of false advertising there. Like, all right, Tommy, mommy.
I tell you
Well, you
what,
call
too,
yourself
man.
that,
If
but what do you
somebody,
expect?
listen,
You know what I mean?
Somebody-
That's opening the door for these freaks.
Right.
somebody tries to break out handcuffs, we're gonna fight, man.
That's like
I had a-
Vaughn's other channel where he went
That's the
welcome to
private
the Twink channel, and then he gets.
I had a
upset.
woman one time talking about handcuffs. I said, "You're not putting handcuffs on me." She's like, "You don't know what you're missing." I'm like, "You ain't never been arrested. Fuck that. You're not putting
All right.
them handcuffs on me."
We got to pause, guys. We got to pause. Drunken Emerald Arrow, the greatest producer in the biz, has to dip because insert title here starts at what time?
In 15 minutes.
Wow, shit. Okay, we're going to do outros. Well, Drunken Emerald Arrow, where will you be in 15 minutes?
Well, in 15 minutes, I'll be over on my channel doing my show. Insert title here. It's going to be continuation. Tonight, it'll be memes going over the Venezuela events because that's dominating right now, the cycle. And And then just whatever happens to also pop up. Coming up next week on Tuesday at 6 p.m. PST is Nerds Covering the News on my channel. And then starting on Thursday is All the Good Titles Have Been Taken podcast. And that's going to be just me watching and reacting to a video that I ran across that I want to talk about. And that'll
Excellent.
be at 6 p.m. on Thursdays.
All right, excellent. We're going to do a quick Stranger Things talk for about the next 5 minutes, and then everybody go head over there and join Emerald on insert title here. Great having you, bud.
Iron,
we'll see you over
before
there.
you go, before I go, make sure that you actually end the stream. Don't just exit yourself out tonight, because I'm not here to take care of that. Just
right. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's something you could have said in the private chat, but I appreciate it, bud.
Oh no!
You don't read the private chat.
Put it out there and put you on blast on that one. So, you guys,
thank you. See you later, man. Everybody go subscribe to Emerald, even though he's a dick. All right, so
we're so kind to each other. I love it. It's what dudes do, man. If you don't like this kind of stuff, you're a pussy, man. This is how guys.
So before we wrap up, we got about another 5-10 minutes, and then everybody can go and fill in over on Emerald stream. Let's wrap up the night with some Stranger Things, because I know Society has something pulled up. What do you want to give us about this, Society?
Yeah, so everyone's been talking about Stranger Things over the last couple of weeks. Everyone remembers this infamous scene with some character called Will. I don't watch the show, so I don't know. And yeah, apparently it was very bad. No one liked it. So last night when I was working on a completely unrelated project, I was like, you know what? I'm kind of bored. I'll just throw this whole thing together. I literally put this together in like 40 minutes, and it's one of the funniest things I've ever done. I'm going to give you guys no context of what's about to happen here, but the title is of this, How Stranger Things Should Have Ended. So here you go.
And we like bike races and trading comics and NASA and Steve Martin and Lucky Charms and literally all the same things. I don't like girls.
Also, Justin's back.
The AI is so the lesbian?
What happened to her? Did she
Oh my god. Well, that's a little rough. Now,
I didn't watch Stranger Things yet, so I have a question. So let me get this straight. Will is gay, but Maya Hawke has AIDS?
My Hawk looks
well.
rough, dude. It's like that's what happens when you have demon parents, man.
What happened?
Now, a lot of us, our problem isn't the fact that, like, oh, Will's gay. The fact that they made that such a big fucking plot moving point that doesn't even fucking matter. Shouldn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Seasons ago.
It's
so obvious.
Well, like, here's how bad they fumbled the ball. So the company I work at, there's a lot of progressive people around in there. I mean, I'm talking pride flags in their offices. And one of the girls in particular, she's like, "Now listen, I'm an ally, but even I found that annoying." Like, I couldn't help but laugh, right? Because it pissed off everybody. Because instead of making it about like Will's character, about anything else that was his strengths, his weaknesses, that what makes him a person, no, it just boils down to gay.
So I gotta ask, and I know Vaughn is one that watched the last season. I haven't watched it yet. Is him being gay an actual power that enables him to do something?
So here's what it is, and this is where I think, in theory, it could have been well executed. Is he's a very insecure person, and it was basically he felt like he needed to, because this whole thing with the show, right from the beginning, is he's running something. And I think the idea of him just embracing who he is could work, but I just think it's so poorly handled.
It was so gay.
No, because him being gay, him being gay, I didn't necessarily have an issue with. In theory, it was like him embracing who he was and whatever. But the problem is his entire character at a certain point is he's traumatized and he's gay, and I'm like, this isn't the win. You're making
It's not the one they think it is.
Nobody gives a shit, dude.
Like, well, because
We've been
okay,
gay
so
for
I'll give
several
it,
seasons now.
Well, because
man.
that's the thing. The same season that we found out Will was gay, we found out that Robin was gay. Robin being gay has never been a huge focal point. It's always been part of the character. Robin is one of my favorite characters. She's fucking hysterical. She's fun to be around. She's great. I disagree, dude. The one part where she's snarky with Steve. She's shittier this season, but that's because everyone's shittier this season.
Oh, and what's her name?
But like they ramped it up to 11. Like he was the only one talking.
And what's her name is gonna be dead from anorexia in a couple of years, man.
That's what I'm saying. Maya Hawke looks like she's the one who got AIDS.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
man. The girl who plays Nancy Wheeler is that chick is gonna be
way
dead.
too thin.
She's gonna be dead in a couple years.
Yeah,
man.
it's sad because the first couple, she was a pretty girl in the first season, but Hollywood's impact on women to just get on Ozempic and be skeletons.
She looks like she looks like a skeleton. She looks awful, dude. I mean, she looks worse than Nosferatu and Ariana Grande.
I think even the first season, I was like, oh, she's pretty in the first season.
In Ariana Grande's defense, she is having her soul sucked out by that black woman.
I know, right?
yeah. I mean, they're
literally a crawl for Nosferatu. So
that creature is.
Yeah, I mean, how would you guys stand up to that? Come on, give Ariana some credit for at least still being alive.
Holy water and an automatic crossbow.
Yeah, well, there's no holy water in Hollywood, so what is she shit out of luck?
I mean,
crossbow
and something from the day. I don't know.
command you to be gone and say that 9 times. Boom, you're gone.
Well, on that note, we talked about Stranger Things. That was a great fucking video, Society. That was hilarious.
I got something that you guys should watch, man. Watch the John Wick ballerina movie. It's dope, dude.
I have to watch the fourth one still.
I gotta get caught up on John Wick. I've only seen 2.
Let me tell you something, man. She gets the hell beat out of her and has to fight. It's not like I'm like 100-pound chick and I'm gonna start beating guys. She has to learn how to fight guys as a girl because guys are always gonna be strong. It's cool, man. And also, too young. What's her name? She's too young.
Okay,
couldn't be attracted, man. I looked at her and I was like,
"Dude, Ana de Armas."
Yeah.
I'll take her. Don't worry.
Okay.
Send her my way, please.
All right.
It's a great movie, man. It's a great movie.
37. What are you talking about?
We're past time. We got to give time for everybody to get over to Emeralds. All right. Starting out the John, last one in, first one out. John's Long Box. Where can people find you next, man? Thanks for hanging out.
Okay, well, I have my own YouTube channel called John's Long Box where I mostly talk about comics and stuff. I also have my own comic book, Heroic Tales. Here's issue 1. You can still get it on Fund My Comic. If you go to Fund My Comic, Heroic Tales, you'll find it. I got 2 issues out. The next issue will be Patriarch #1. Renzo said he will be done drawing it by the end of January. So, so then we'll see what we're going to do about a campaign. But I'm planning on having 3 comics out this year. That's my goal. That's my goal. But that's it. That's all I got to say. So come to if you want
and
just YouTube John's Long Box, and if you want to read comic books, go to Fund My Comic.
There we go. I got you in the chat, man. And Heroic Tales, great fucking work. Want to see it keep going, man. Big fan. Society Reviews. Where can people find you next, bud? Thanks for jumping in the last minute.
No problem. You can find me over at societyreviews.com if you want to go check out that video and other things that I just randomly throw on my YouTube. We got the Bible Ends coming up tomorrow. We have the Bar Room on Tuesday nights over on Rumble. And I'm currently working on a Digimon-related web series that I'm still writing everything out because I want everything to be completely written before I work on the animation, but we are storyboarding it as well. So the storyboards are coming out really, really good. I hope to have something out here in the next few weeks once everything's all said and done. But yeah, so there's some pretty interesting projects I got coming up. So I'll be working on something.
Hell yeah, dude. Strider.
Yep.
You doing anything, buddy? What you got going on?
Yeah, so this year I'm gonna restart my weekly stream. Just an hour of me talking, give my opinions on stuff, and join the chat if you want, and blow it up, and we'll just see what happens. It goes from there. But you can find me, of course, every week here on the Rose Gallery, and every once in a while on Theo Snodgrass's Touch Grass. So we have a lot to talk about. We have a lot to talk about over there. So that'll be a lot of fun. Excited for me.
Hell yeah, and making his second week in a row. Fucking Diesel.
Yo, I'll be.
You got anything coming up, dude?
On Vagabond's channel at 7:30 Central. For I swear it's not hentai. Greatest name for a stream ever. And then Tuesday, I'm gonna be on Michael Lorber Comic Relief Crusaders Titillating Tuesday. We do a lot some pop culture stuff, stupid news, that kind of thing. And yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to see what's going on with my job, whether or not I have the energy to even put forth into any of this type thing. Probably. Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and say probably not, because I'm gonna be focusing on my job and then working out and all that kind of stuff, and like doing something with my life, which would be cool.
Well, dude, that makes sense. There's nothing wrong with just being a fucking reoccurring guest on other shows. We're always happy to have you.
Yeah, I'm too lazy to do my own stuff, man. It requires work.
It's fine. It's fine. Speaking of lazy, Vaughn Coleman, you're not doing shit.
The last 2 days have been lazy.
Why don't you do something with your life? You're young.
Yeah, so I'm doing some stuff with my life. So if you guys want to check out my YouTube channel, it's just my name, Vaughn Coleman. I've been doing more of my show, Coleman and Crew. Basically, we just talk about various things in pop culture. We just did 2 episodes back to back, Stranger Things, the finale, and then we talked about Invincible in all of its entirety. That was a lot of fun. But I'm also got my own comics I'm working on. Phenomenova issue 3 is done. I've written the first bunch of issues. And I've also got multiple other projects in the works, so make sure to check those out. That's been a lot of fun. I will be at cons. I'll be at one in Long Island tomorrow, so make sure to check that out. And I'll be seeing you guys soon.
Where tomorrow are you going, boy?
Oh yeah, I forgot. Same one as last time. Another Hot Flips show.
Oh, where's
I'll
that?
send you the information. Let's see.
Yes,
I'll send you the information. Yeah.
What is the password? Because I walked away because I was trying.
What is the password, Daryl?
Oh shit!
Answer
I
it
just
on air.
I just realized I was putting everybody's links in the private chat. This is what happens when you.
My brain
This
was
is what happens when you're
noticing that, man. But
this is what happens when your producer leaves early. This is what happens. Hold on.
Oh
my god!
You fellow kids know how to YouTube?
When did everyone turn into Professor Savage Dad?
God damn it. Well, Professor Savage Dad showed up for some reason as we're ending the show. He's smoking a cigar. What's up, buddy?
Yeah,
let's fucking go. This is in celebration. It's a good day. I love watching.
It is a
Whenever
good day.
Communists get murked, you should burn one of their cigars.
That's a finish.
So share a little bit about your feelings while I correct the fact that everything I shared is in the wrong chat.
My feelings are fantastic today. All of the people crying over this are all of the right people that should be crying over it.
Hey, we got Hellhound.
Oh, wow. Hellhound. What's up, bro? The circumstances may be awkward and there may be a lot of questions, but a communist got murked today. The world is a better place. The people of Venezuela are happy and dancing in the streets, and the anti-no kings dictator crowd look again like complete and utter ridiculous fucking sad sacks. They're only for
Yes,
the
because
dictators they want in power. Yeah, they're just silly people.
Well, they're just doing what they're getting paid for.
Well, that very true, Diesel. Very true.
We had them here, dude. We had them here in my town.
You're kidding.
No,
Alabama should be getting rid of them.
Paid, man. They were from out of town. I was driving by. I wanted to get out because I had on one of my Alex Jones, my InfoWars shirt. I wanted to get out and walk past them and be like, "You got a problem?"
Yeah, that's the thing. Most of these like pasty, faggy, fucking enormous blob of protesters, they don't look like they've ever had their asses kicked.
Oh man, listen.
Some of them are
man, that's a fucking problem.
I mean, it's like seriously, how much can you know about yourself? You've never been in a fight, man. Like, you know how many times, man, especially when I fell off the wagon, man, it was like, seemed like every other weekend somebody was punching me in the face.
Right?
I wore the right shirt for the day as well.
Awesome.
Oh, that's from Crowder Shop, isn't it?
Nice. Now we'll end it on Toasty, who has a fundraiser. Let's get Toasty the fuck out of New York.
Yes.
Where she goes, we got we've talked about some options there.
Texas.
Yeah, you gotta be
So make it happen.
Go to Florida, down south hustling. You can handle it. If you can handle the heat, you good.
Actually, Toasty, Florida might be the spot for you, honey.
I'm telling you.
You know
Florida.
what? It looks beautiful there, and I have family there. It's just it looks kind of like the houses look kind of expensive though.
They are, but like
that is
compared
true.
to New York,
there's always
man.
Mississippi if you're broke.
Mm-hmm.
There's the Panhandle. You could be over there in southern Georgia, maybe a little part of Bama down south. Make your way eventually into Florida. But
I shared the link. Let's help get her the hell out of there.
Yeah.
Maine.
It's really great this time.
I'm even putting like some of my own money in there just so I can keep on saving. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Where in New York?
Your dog looks like he got woke up and is like, "What the hell?"
Tiny, you live in New York now?
This Toasty.
See, I was raised here, so I've been here most of my life.
Where in New York? I'm in Long Island. You in Long Island?
I'm in Brooklyn.
Oh, okay.
Oh, damn,
I work in Queens.
I'm where all the fucking hipsters are at, and I hate them.
Yeah.
I even openly admit it to, like, when I'm
Bearded
if I'm
soy
walking
boys
and I
with
hit both
glasses.
of them, I'll just be like, I hate fucking hipsters, and they'll look at me with a look, and I'll look back with a dirty fucking look, so they would know.
That's the thing. They assume because the haircut and the ethnicity that you're one of them, because they don't have. This is collectivism versus individualism. You're your own fucking person.
Iron oxide, rugged individualism.
Goddamn right.
I look like one of them, but if you sniff me out, I wear perfume, I shower.
I was gonna say you probably shower.
Like one of them. Yeah,
you've lost weight. Keep whatever you've been doing, man. If that's what you want to do, keep it up, man.
Thank
you.
you.
It's working. I said that
I've been trying to work hard since if I'm doing like my stream, like the goal usually is like putting me in a micro bikini, and I want to at least look well enough to wear that. I don't want to be a fucking fat ass pig and look horrible wearing a fucking bikini. No.
Hey, you'll be a 7 in Alabama.
Hey,
motherfucker, not everybody's messed up in here.
Well, New York standards have dropped off a cliff, Toasty. You know what I mean? Like,
But no, there is there's some rough looking mofos up in
no,
this
it's not
state.
even that. No, I disagree. I've been catfished. Listen, I've also been retarded. Let the record show. But like, and I told Iron my new dating strategy when it comes to liberal women is you got to treat them like they're fucking retarded, and you 100% success rate.
No,
I think you said no. You said retarded children.
Well, that too. Yeah. No, because you got to be like, that's nice.
You can't. It will never work out. You can't fix them.
Well, no,
don't
you
even
can't.
fool with it.
But you can't. No,
you can't reconcile
agree.
yourself.
But I'm saying if you're like, you know what, like you got to treat them like the child that gave you like a retarded macaroni necklace. Like that's a great idea. Wow, so cool.
I treat them like mentally ill goofballs. Right. I keep my eyes.
On
I'm
that
from
note,
Southern California, so the West Coast liberal women are a whole different breed.
That's what I'm saying, though. They still are retarded children. with tits.
all right. This has been the weekly Rogues Gallery Reset, which you can find every Saturday at 4:35 p.m. PST over here on my channel. Then we've got Ironcast, our smaller panel political talk show that is. We try to keep it lighthearted and comedy based every Tuesday, Thursdays, and occasionally Fridays at 7:30 p.m. PST. It's been fun, but it hasn't been real fun. Goodbye, everybody. And I'm hitting the right button, Emerald. Fuck off.
I love you.
Fuck off.